And I'm talking without the mic on. What is going on? Can I start over? Ah, come on, y'all. Let's do it. I know. I hit the mute button. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I was saying while I had myself on mute, put too much salt on my meat, too much mayo in a potato salad. And I turned the oven off after I preheated it for my cornbread. So that's how I started my evening out. So I'm gonna have to jump out of here in a second to turn off my cornbread. I got 15 minutes. So y'all come on in here, hit the like, get ready. Woo, man. Y'all ready for it tonight? Yeah. Hey, Lizzie. That sounds good in theory. Boil some more potatoes, peel them, and then put them in there. Hey, Lizzie, that might be a good idea. That might be a good idea. I'm going to have to do that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What's up, China? China down. Facts 100, Merlin. Reinstated in the house. Andrea Davis, Kathy Colby. I see you, Linda Rose. Linda Rose. Yes, she did. What's up, Andrea? Janet Winans. Breaking free from narcissism. Josie Ferry, Facts 100 in here. What's up, Audrey? Excuse me. I see you, Josie. Latu Haruna. Kathy Colby, Callie, Fin Fan. What's up, Kimberly Artis? Excuse me. Aquarian. How you feeling tonight? What's up, Holly? Thanks, Lizzie. Small world. That's how Robin Harris used to take. Small world. Tiffany Harris. What's up, Patricia? Kanita. J. Marie. Empathic Shar. What's up, Megan Lou? Elaine B. Kimberly Artis. What's up, Holly? Soldier in the house. Gloria. I saw you. Jay Waters. Keisha Spady. Value Val. What's up, Ursula? MJ in the house. $1. $1. Tell him, Marilyn, hit the like button. What's up, Tina? Tina Byers. Brittany Parker. Jay Isabella. William Washington in the house. I see you, Gail. And Angel. What's up, Murray Atkins? Empathic Shar. Beautiful Butterfly. What's up, Alicia? Nana Shell. Ooh, boy, oh boy. Uh-oh. Megan said, I'm in Houston. Houston in the house. Yeah, you down there with Narc Free D. Go ahead, would you? What's going on? No Mika. I see. I called that one out right from the very first time. No Mika. Yeah. What's up, country girl with grit? Excuse me. Linda Rose in the house, making waves in here. William Washington. Go ahead. Go ahead. Eduardo. How you feel, champ? What's up, everybody? Thanks for getting us started with the super chats. Small world life. Yes, indeed. Excuse me. I see you. I see you, Caesar. What's going on? How's everybody feeling tonight? Is everything all right? Come on in. Tell your friends. You know, hit the like, share, all that stuff. There go max potential. We got a new week, y'all. January, first week, first month of the year, and the month is already over. That's how it goes when you get older. That time be flying. No contact 3 months. There you go. Salute. La Dolce Vita. I see you. How you feeling? Excuse me. Yeah. Yeah, the weather here, we still got snow on the ground, so it's very frigid, very cold. It's doing what it does. Excuse me. Wow. Yes, good people. Yes. There goes Sean. Man. How y'all like the title tonight? How y'all feeling about that title? You cannot, you cannot heal from what you can't accept. Can you? You cannot heal from what you cannot accept. So often, so often, my fellow friends, we're trying to get through this healing. You trying to heal, you just trying to figure out who you are at this point. What's up, Lorraine? Thanks for that. Hey, Gloria. Gloria said it is what it is. Hey, Bella. So often we get caught up. We get caught up, ladies and gentlemen, so often, and we don't even realize that, what has me locked into this? Why do I not have my senses back? What is going on? Why don't I have control? I had control before, now I'm just spinning out of control. I thought that after this person was gone, after I get rid of it, I would be back to my normal self again. And man, we end up lost out here trying to figure it out. Lost and trying to figure it out. I see you, Narc Free D. Howdy. We lost and trying to figure it out, what your next move is. A lot of times, man, by the time you get out of it, you don't even see you don't even see what you've made it through. First of all, you don't even look at what you've made it through. Say 8 months. Yeah, it ain't gonna be too bad. That's an early start. It ain't gonna be too bad. You ain't too deep in it. That's not too bad. You bounce back with the quickness. You be back outside the minute. So, again, we're looking for guidance, like, what's my next step? How do I get beyond the situation? And of course, we're going to go to me. Okay. I remember those days. I remember those days. I remember those days wondering, you know, mm. Listen, before I get into that, I want to say something though, guys. When you're in a narcissistic relationship, people really don't give the credit that is needed for people that get out of this. We do not get the credit. Hey, Lika, we do not get the credit that we deserve for getting out of this alive. We don't, man. Because you were in something with somebody. Ladies and gentlemen, you were there and all in. And you were dealing with somebody who is very clever, very crafty, very, very clever, very crafty. Somebody who manipulated, tricked you into something. Because had you known who they were, what they were about from the very beginning, 99% of us, I ain't gonna say everybody, but at least 99% of us would have just kept it moving. Like, nah, whoa, what? And you dealt with somebody that you had to adjust your life every day. Every single day, you had to make adjustments. What is it going to be today? How are they going to act tomorrow? Well, oh my gosh, what's next? What is next? And every day you get up for that same task. Every day you wake up. The first thing on your mind every day is what is this fool going to start today? What mood are they in? And I'm saying that because you're not pushing those words through your mind, but you're really looking at it like, okay, I'm going to let that person speak first because, if I just try to hit them with the good morning, you don't know what you're going to get. You don't know what you're going to get any day of the week. So you're hoping. And they are world famous. They're world famous for starting you out with trying to get your guard down. Good morning. You ain't going to speak? Good morning. So now you got to say good morning because they said it and they accused you of not speaking, right? Yeah, because you're getting set up today and you don't even see it. You don't even see it. They've already set you up with that, right? That all they had to do was, oh, you're not speaking? You don't speak? What's going on? It's now they have what they need to start the confusion for the day. Now they have ammo. So when they're phone boning with whomever, when they're doing what they do, you can't just automatically jump over it because they've already accused you. They're like, well, like what's going on? You don't, you're not talking, you don't this, you're not that. What's up? They're accusing you of being the perpetrator that is destroying the relationship while they are destroying it. So now, now you sit back and you're just like, hey, you know what? Okay. So you're thinking about it, right? That's how we are. You're thinking about it during the day and you like, all right, okay, they acting all right today. Now you give them that call. Hey, what's going on, babe? They busy. I'll call you back. I'm taking care of them. They busy. Man, listen. Whoo, boy. I could literally do this all day long because it's just so many different directions that they go in. It's so many different directions that they go in. You're sitting there thinking, but hold it a minute. You know, this morning you were saying it was me. And now I'm trying to talk, I'm trying to be. And again, you end up feeling like they got me again. Got me again. I didn't even see it coming, and they got me again. Every day, every day, all your entire relationship on your side is all about you proving to that person, oh, you proving to that person that you are a worthy companion. It's all about you proving that you are worth. So they don't have to do anything. They don't have to show you I'm this exciting, wonderful person. I have this great personality. They're never in that position where they have to show you that. You're always in the driver's seat when it comes to, can you prove how much you care about me? Can you prove that you are a good catch? They're never proving anything. Ever. What'd you say? Oh, sure. You're trying to file the pendate light ascertain. Equity living. Whoo, boy. Yeah. Hey, look. Hey, Shar. That's what listen. While y'all are in it, man, oh man. Yeah, good luck. Good luck. At the divorce part, I mean, I can talk y'all, I can talk to y'all about, all the stuff that you're going through. But when you get to that divorce part, anything goes. It really is just like the relationship. Anything goes, and expect something crazy. Expect the worst. Do not go into that courthouse expecting to be treated with respect, dignity, none of that. Go in there, and just try to get what you can get. Try to get what you can get. The object of the game with dealing with the narcissist guys is, let's get through. Let's just get out of this. Just get as soon as because anything that's monetary, so you can get that back. Everything that's monetary, you can get it back. The things that you cannot get back, guys, the money. You cannot get the money. I said the money. Good gracious, I'm tripping. I'm tripping. You can't get that time back, y'all. You cannot get that time back. Okay? I need 30 seconds. Y'all. I got to turn my cornbread off. I'm going to take 30 seconds to do this. So, in the meantime, I'm going to tell y'all about my book. You hear me? 30 seconds. I did it. And it was less than 30. It was less than 30 seconds. It was less. Whew. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. I did it. Boy, oh boy. Made it through. Made it through. China, that it is so true, man. That divorce is brutal, man. That divorce, guys, I'm trying to tell you, man, that divorce, it's your worst nightmare. It is your worst nightmare, man. And guys, listen, don't you think for 1 second that just because you got through it fast or quick, whatever, that you really got through it? Because no. A narc is never going to just leave and be gone and stay put and never to crawl back in your face again. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Now, and I'm saying this even for you guys that are determined, you ain't leaving that narc alone. Even for the people that are determined that no matter what this person has taken you through, I'm still going to be there because I got to prove that I'm this amicable person. Man, I'm going to tell you, we're going to deal with y'all this evening because I was that person. I was that person determined that we're going to end this amicably. It is going to be, I'm not going to be one of these crazy relationships that people be talking about. Man, I was determined that I wasn't going to be that. Just like most of you. Determined that, we're going to be amicable. It's this, we're going to still speak to each other. We're going to be like best friends. I'm here to tell you tonight, for everybody who thinks that you're going to be their best friend, who thinks it's going to be amicable, you a damn lie. You a lie. You are lying to yourself if you think that because we have a child, because we have children, because we have a property together, because we have a business together, whatever you think y'all have, that's going to make somebody that's cruddy. That you cannot force them to act like they're normal. And they're not. You couldn't get along with the person when you guys were in the relationship. And you got the nerve. You have the audacity to sit back and believe that even though y'all couldn't get along, we couldn't get along in the marriage, we couldn't get along in the relationship, we couldn't do it, but we'll be the best of friends afterward. You lying to yourself, man. I tell you, man, I remember a buddy of mine told me that he said, man, when you go through this, he said there will come a time where y'all can be friends, but, okay, and that was a big but, no pun intended. It was a big but in there, okay? That, and his specific words to me were, you have to make her respect you. So, it's like, well, how do you do that? How do you make somebody respect you that doesn't even respect themselves? I can't force somebody to do that. Yes, you can. And that was the part I had to figure out. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Because guess what, guys? One thing for sure that we all have in common in dealing with narcissism, a narcissist, the one thing we all have in common with that, dealing with that person, is that that person truly believes to their soul that they have control over you and that they can run you. I'm talking about deep down in their soul. This person thinks that they run you. And the only way that person will respect you is when they lose that relationship and they lose that access to you. When they lose that access to you, no, you can't come back around now. You can't come back around now. You've lost access. You've lost access. You cannot come back. You can't come back around now because I said so. Not because whatever else it has been put in place. It's you. And guys, I want y'all to hear me clearly on this. When they lose access to you because you said they lose it, not because the court order says that they lose access to you or someone or whatever else is in place. When they lose access because you said no more, if they call you on one of those spam numbers or whatever, and you hear their voice and you hang up without speaking to them immediately, that's when they know, oh, okay, I've lost access. I've lost total access. Yeah, that's when they know, man, I've lost access to this person and I don't have control anymore. That's when they know they don't have control anymore. But for as long as, hey, I can still reach out and, and the funny thing about it is, this person that you could not get along with, y'all notice how easy it is to get along with them when they want something? When they want something from you, it's almost like y'all best friends because they need something. But let you need something. Let you need something and see how far that goes. Let you need anything and see how far that goes. That person is going to look at you and they just going to be like, man, whatever. Whatever they will, when you need something from them, you'll be lucky if you even get them to answer your phone call. Lucky. But let them need something from you. It's almost like they called you up and how's it going? Hey, everything's good. Life is wonderful. Just thinking about you, lying about everything. Because now they need something. But let you need it. Let you need anything. And guys, good gracious, this is the cream on top. Not only are they not here to help you with anything, even on things they've agreed upon, you two have agreed upon, but after they've done what they're doing to you, after they have lied, cheated, stole from you, sabotaged your life, you hear me? New word alert. Sabotage you. After they have done all of these things, right? Somehow they are still able to be the victim. Yes. Somehow they're still able to be the victim. After everything they've done to you, after everything that y'all have gone through, after everything, they're still able to be the victim. You were the bad guy. You were the reason that you guys fell apart, not them. Not them. Never will it be them. You done caught them cold busted. You know what the problem was between y'all? Problem was, problem was we both made mistakes. That's what they're gonna come back and say. They still gonna come back and say, man, we both made mistakes. You know, we both made mistakes. So, you know, let's just chalk it up and let me continue to dog you the way I was dogging you. That's all they want to do is let me get back to dogging you the way I was dogging you. Can we just get to that, please? Huh? They'll sit back, and after you guys been broke up for a little bit, a few days, they know you missed them something terrible. But they've been with that new energy. So, that new person is really got them feeling some type of way. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And they spending all their time over there now. So by the time they get back to you for that one night stand, just to prove they could get you back again. Just to prove they could get you back again, just to stand you up one more time. Just so they can stand you up. And listen, let me tell y'all something about when they come back. When they're coming back, they're only coming back for two reasons. Okay? Yeah, they want to know that they still have power over you. But when they're coming back and they really pressing you out, they really want you back. Not for no relationship though. Okay? They need that energy because, the other situation keep getting shaky. It's up and down, and it keep getting shaky and they can't seem to hold the upper hand advantage. So they'll run over there to you so they can put the other person on ice for a little while. Yeah. And the other person wondering, like, where you at? The same way you was wondering, where you at? Yeah, now the other person is going through it. Mm-hmm. And while they're with you, the other person still texting or something. They wondering, hey, and they trying to stand strong. But by tomorrow, the narc done jumped up, rolled out. You're not even an afterthought anymore. You're not even an afterthought anymore. Tomorrow, they're just looking at you like, got over on you again. I'll be back when I'm ready. I'll be back when this person kicks me to the curb or when somebody else does and I need somebody to feel sorry for me. That's all they see in you. Somebody that will feel sorry for them through no matter what. And somebody who's consistent with it. That's all. Somebody who can consistently feel sorry for them. Yeah, they didn't come back for that relationship. They did not. They did not. No, no, no. They came back to just say, hey, I still got the upper hand. You went for it again. Wow. And they look at you like, man, this ain't even fun no more. It's not even fun anymore. Let me do what I'm gonna do. I'll be back when I feel like coming back because you haven't even stood up for yourself yet. That's exactly how they're looking at us. So, like I said, when my buddy was telling me that, it took me a while, but when I put it together, Because he didn't say, man, you got to be able to cut her off, and don't talk to her. You got to make them respect you. Audrey said, why do they keep going back to old supplies then? Because those old supplies have not turned them down. They only go back. Listen, they go back every time, they feel like, because remember, they're not staying with any of us for a long period of time. You might actually be with that person. You might be married to that person. Y'all coming home every day to each other and this and that or whatever. And in your mind, you really don't believe that person is cheating on you because you kind of can keep track of their time. But remember, if you're not chained to that person all day long, and I mean that, if you literally are not chained to that person, handcuffed, something, and I mean all day, every day, going to the bathroom with them, holding their phone, answering their phone for them all day, all night. If you're not doing that, I can guarantee you they're cheating. Because even if you were doing that, they would find a way. But they get in relationship after relationship after relationship. They already know. Listen, they know that by the time you figure me out, I got to have something else here. I got to have somebody else on deck. See, Audrey, beautiful question. Beautiful question. Audrey said, if they just come back to see if they can, then why even bother? Why not just find a new person who doesn't know you? Doesn't that make sense, Audrey, for them to do that? Audrey, do you know how many of us have been caught up in entanglements with narcissists for years based on that premise right there? Because that makes sense. Why not just go to somebody that doesn't know them? Audrey, they don't just go to people that don't know them because everybody, contrary to what we believe, because we have this thought and this notion that the narcissist that you dealt with can literally have their pick of the litter. They can go out here right now and just grab 20 people that will do anything for them. And that is the biggest misconception that all of us have ever had. If they could just go out there and get somebody like that, they would. That's why they always have to leave saying, hey, hold it. Let's be amicable. Let's be friends. Let's still, I still think you're a great person and blah, blah. All the lies that they got to tell you to keep that door open. Because they don't know what's going to happen out here with this other person that they've been dogging you for. What if this other person totally shuts them down and lying to them the way they lying to you, and now the narc got to come back home? Well, they got to make a mad dash for it. Some of the people will allow them back, but they will only allow them back on their terms. Meaning the narc has to really come through doing a lot of begging and pleading. And a narc ain't trying to do no work for nobody. No, man. They not trying to do all that. They want to go somewhere where it's easy. They want the low-hanging fruit. They want somebody that's going to say, okay, baby, all right, I'm going to let you in this time. And see, we're thinking that, well, I'm not reaching out to I'm not reaching out to them. They calling me, begging me. They begging you, but the person that's begging you is the same person who dogging you. See, I know for me, I used to justify answering that call. And I used to justify that call being important to me because you calling me. I'm not reaching out to you. I'm not even thinking Yeah, this person is calling you because, excuse me, she's calling you because you're not calling her. And we don't, I mean, it seems simple, right? Guys, that means that control has to transfer. That means you giving the control back to me because you coming to me. So I'm looking at it, and we often look at it like, well, you calling me. Well, you coming to me. So that means I'm in control. That's where we get it wrong. No, they can call you, beg, plead, anything. And yet they are still the one that is in control because you are still listening. You are still available for it. You are still going to hear their story. And that is what puts them in control. Because if they can talk to you, then they're going to talk you out of whatever they want. If they can talk to you, they are going to talk you out of whatever it is that they want. I'm telling you, they're going to talk you right out of it. And then you're going to be sitting there again, mad, frustrated, and you're going to be wondering why. You know, why did I let this person back again? And guys, half the time, the reason you talk to them is because you want to tell them off. You want to give them a piece of your mind. You want to set the record straight. And that's why they do what they do the way they do what they do. Like Stevie Wonder, do I do what you do when I do my love to you? Yeah. They are going to do what they do. They're going to do it. And as long as you respond, remember this, as long as you're responding to their requests, they are still in control. Because, and the reason I say that is because they have done way more than enough to keep you from speaking to them ever again. They have surpassed every line that you have drawn in the sand. They have gone beyond it. They've gone past it. Everything, they have violated you in every way possible, and yet you still feel compelled to answer their call. You still feel. I remember, guys. I listen. I remember picking up the phone like it was a magnet. Like if she called, I remember like feeling like I had to answer the phone. It was almost a feeling like it was a gun to my head. Straight up, it almost felt like it was a gun to my head. Like, how can somebody have that much control over you, where you scared to not answer the phone, and they will not answer your calls every time you call? You got to call 2 or 3 times, and I think that was the reason I stopped calling altogether, because I felt so disrespected that I'm actually here in a so-called relationship. At least it was a so-called relationship, but I'm actually here trying to justify. I'm trying to justify why I call her and, it's no answer. Oh, I didn't have my phone on me. Really? But every time she called me, it turned into a 10-minute conversation. Why didn't you answer the phone? Because sometimes I would do it on purpose too. Like, man, I didn't have my phone on me. I was on another call. I couldn't take the call. Guys, we don't see it until you're in it. Those really small things might seem like they're minute, but it's everything that you're doing with them. It's all about control. It's all about who has the upper hand, who's in control, and that person most of the time they're running with they're running around the house with the remote in their hand, like, ha ha ha, I got the remote, and you can't have it back. Yeah, man. Honey Pepper said, but why cheat on someone you don't want to lose with someone you don't want to keep? Y'all are starting to get it. Yes. Y'all listen. Boy, oh boy. That is a beautiful thing right there. Isn't that an oxymoron? Why are you cheating on the person that you don't want to lose with the person that you don't want to keep? Because they are liars first, Honey Pepper. They are liars first. The person that they tell you they would never, I would never. There's no way you gonna catch me with nobody like that. They already done hit that. They've already got to it. It when you hear them declare there's no way they would do that. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one you better watch out for because that's the one they already with. That's the one they are already with. The one they're telling you you ain't got to worry about. Oh no, there's no way I would deal with this so and so. No way. That's the one you better worry about right there. Max Potential said, "Man, my ex narc used to chase me. LOL, bruh. Then go back and control. Ends up being his. There it is. I'm the one kissing his butt when he was just kissing. He was just kissing mine. Yeah, it's all. That's why Max Potential. That's why you can't talk to them because if you talk, that means you're participating. That's it. What's up, JBE? If you talk, that means you're participating. If you're participating, that means they have the upper hand. It means they're still in control. When you take your control back, guys, the narc absolutely has to respect you after that. They might not like you. They can't stand you anyway. They couldn't stand you when they were with you. But they're in a place now where they have to respect you. Ain't that terrible? When you put them in a place where they have to respect you because they don't have access anymore. They have to respect you because they know that you want to talk to them. They know you still want answers. Guys, listen, going no contact is not an easy feat. It is not. They know the way they left you. They know they left you without any answers to any of the questions, and you got a million questions. And now this person is reaching out to you, and you like, man, I don't even care about whatever you're doing, whatever you did. I don't want to know. I don't want to hear it. I don't want any of the answers. When you get to that place where you don't even want the answers, that's when you're at the place where they have to respect you. Okay? Respect, listen, when they walk into the room, they may have something to say, but they have to respect you. Once you stand up, once you stand up, they have to respect you because they no longer have control. They no longer have control and they can no longer manipulate you into feeling sorry for them. And that is where they get you every time. You feel sorry for me. Roots in me. That's what they have to have control. They have to have control. If they don't have control, there's no relationship. You're not going to be in a relationship with a narc and they're not in control. No, there's nobody saying how, they were in a relationship with a narc and but I was in control though. Nobody's out here saying that. And even if they were saying that, we already know better. We know that's a lie. Narcs don't do, that give you the control. That no. That's out. I see you from hopeless to victorious. What's up, Karen? What's up, all the latecomers? Everybody's ran in late. We getting it in tonight. What you say? Butterfly said the ex-narc had it made. All he did was work. I was raising the 3 kids, plus my 2, working full time, cleaning, cooking, laundry, grocery shopping. Good gracious, their mom passed away. Whoo, what an idiot I was. Used. Hey, Butterfly, I'm going to tell you, that's some work. Because I did that today. I did not do the laundry today, but I did go get some groceries. I did cook. I did clean. Good gracious. That's work, man. That's work. You go out here and go to work all day and then come home and work when you get home. That's work. That's a lot. And that's something that people should not take for granted. Woo, Megan Lou said, I stopped bringing girlfriends home. So he flirts with all my, good gracious. Yeah, that's, man, ain't no way. Ain't no way. You got, and that's, that's off on a whole nother topic right there. But everybody is on the menu when you have a narcissist around you. Everybody and everything. And they're going to swear to you. I would never do that. No, that's so tacky. That's so. And y'all know something that you never really get out of them? They will tell you things like, oh, no, I would leave you first. See, they'll never tell you, how dirty that is, how cruddy that is, how much of a backstabbing, lying, trifling bum you have to be to try to, flirt with my friends or family members. They're not going to give you an answer like that. They would just tell you before. Nah, first of all, I would, if I had to cheat on you, I would just leave before I would cheat. It would have to be something major to make me cheat. And a lot of us don't even catch it. Oh, so it is something that can make you cheat. Okay. There's some things that can. They tell you in ways that we just don't catch it because it seems logical. I mean, it got to be something real off the chain to make me cheat. Man, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Is air still circulating on the planet? If they can still breathe, they'll cheat. Those are the rules. Those are the rules to them. What's up, G? Those are the rules. Listen, you can't, AJ Isabella, you can't play the game unless they get to be the master. Unless they get to be the one who gets to control everything. Thanks, Megan Lou, for the super chat. You cannot play the game with them unless they have the remote control. They have to control it. Alicia said, honestly, Harrio, I really don't want, I think you're saying you really don't want any answers. Say at first I did, but I'm done. That's how you have to be. Wow, from hopeless to victorious said the narc is presently with the same old supply. He and his family him and his family swore he wasn't with. Behind my back, wow, man. Him and the family. Now he's out in the open with her. Wow, sleeping in the same bed we slept in. Wow. And still denying it. Whoo, man. And that tells you something. That tells you that, hey, she's not as important. Well, they're going to lie anyway. But what it really says is, if you still listening, if you still want to know, That means I can come back home if I lie to you. If all I do is lie to you. And that's what most of us sit back and we hinged on, well, they said, he said he didn't really care about that person. Then he would do right. If he didn't really care about her, he would do right with you. He would have done right with you. Period. The Soul's Productions said the narc actually had me believing they weren't cheating. The narc that don't cheat. That was a good one. That was a good one. A narc that does not cheat. That was a good one. That was a good one. So she hid her supplies behind the I believe in having male friends talk. Whoo! Say, man, I was stupid. Listen, man. I believe in having, and this is the thing. If you're a responsible person, see, you already know. If you have a friend that's the opposite sex and you get into a relationship, you're going to introduce your friend to the person that you're in a relationship with, because you're going to always respect your friend, and your friend doesn't want to be seen as, anybody that's going to stir anything up. So a true friend, you're going to feel the energy. A person is lying to you, same thing. I remember we were doing a show one night, and there was a guy on here talking about how he would manipulate this woman's husband. He went to the point where he would play the video game, the PS5 or PS3, whatever the video game they played. When he started dealing with the woman, he was her friend. She said it was her friend. But the whole time, and she brought him over the house to meet her husband. Dude became friends with her husband, and they was playing video games together. Little did he know he was playing games with the dude's wife. Now, eventually they did find out, but guys, I'm saying this. At the end of the day, whenever you feel that energy that something ain't right, trust it. That's all. Trust that energy. Whenever you feel the energy that something ain't right, trust that energy, because somebody playing you. Somebody is playing you. Oh yeah, it gets way dirtier than that. Wow, Star S said, I still believe that narcs that want to can change. Change what though? Change partners. That's right, Peaches. All them stinky modes cheat. every one of them. Charles said, I haven't fooled with dude's family in years, other than funerals. So I don't have to worry about them. There you go. You don't even want to worry about that. You don't even want to worry about it. You just want to get done with it. Hey, Max Potential. It does sound like a movie on Tubi, don't it? That's what these people are about, though. Everything that we see in society today, that's where it's coming from. All of these challenges and the way society is putting things out there, the way, social media, things are being said and spread around on social media. And a lot of times they're just skits, right? But the skit is all people need. That's the seed that's being planted in people's minds. And before you know it, you have a society that's running rampant. Guys, y'all can say what y'all want. There's never been a time in history. Now, there's always been, women that cheat. That's always been a thing. But it's never been like it is right now. That I know of. Women have always been looked at as being above that. Now, certain women anyway. Now, it's being bragged about. We better at it. We faster, we stronger at it. It ain't never been like that out here. Women have always been respected, until proven guilty. Now it's like, hey man, I don't know. Men, we ain't never had. We always been, had a bad rep. That's just what it is. We always had a bad rep. You guilty till proven innocent. That's just how it's always been. Focus for Life. Thanks for the super chat. Focus for Life said, "Do narcs experience paranoia because of all the wrong that they have done to others?" Paranoia. So usually when you catch, well, usually when they're accusing you of something, y'all heard it before, that they're admitting that that's what they do. And they probably have done it to you. Yeah, when they're accusing you of anything, that just simply means, yeah, I pretty much have done this to you, you know. And now I want to make sure you don't do it back to me. That's something that this crazy to me about them. The way they don't want to be seen. Narcs don't want to be seen as liars and cheaters. They don't. They absolutely do not. They could not stand it if you saw them just as a lying cheater. They could not stand something like that. But yet and still, they live every day of their life lying and cheating. Woo, Soldier said they cheat and they go both ways. Yeah, we done had those talks before. Yes, they do. No, Mika said Houston, and there you go. I'm gonna come down, Houston. Yes, indeed. I talked to my man Quinn about that. Said we gonna link up one day to go down there, do something down there. Guys, I'm telling y'all, man, we can sit here. I mean, there are these people. These people, they live their life just based on being able to trick you, trick somebody. That's life to them. Being able to trick you, trick somebody out of something, that's life to them. And then to come back after you've been tricked and you've been lied to, you've been cheated on, they done stole from you, they done abused you, they have attacked you, gaslit you. They have done everything in their power that they could do negative to you. Nothing to see how high they could go with how, they could match the goodwill, the match what you bring in their life. No, they don't want to match you on nothing like that. They want to outdo anything you could do negatively. But yet, somehow, still end up the victim. Let me just say this, Focus for Life. Yeah, that paranoia, it's really, I don't even think it's just paranoia. I think that they just live in that constant state of karma. They're always living in a state of karma. So they don't, they don't feel anything as far as, they don't feel any type of way about, well, let me change that. I feel like a narcissist They know what they're doing. They know what they've done to the people before you. They know what they're going to do to you. They know that their luck is bad, their life is bad. But they feel like they're experts at pretending that life isn't bad. And that's what you see in them. You see somebody that, you know, they'll do anything and they'll act crazy and this and that and all this stuff. And then try to make it sound like it's a joke and it's fun. They will taunt you and mock you on the internet. And that's what you see on the internet all day long. You see narcs mocking good people. They make fun of what they did to you. Oh yeah. Yeah, they don't even know. I got her sister too. Man, I got her sister yesterday. They don't. That's life to them. That's air. It's like breathing fresh air, knowing they have something. They know. As long as you don't know, they cool with that. They like, look, man, I'm gonna deal with this payback the karma got for me. But as long as you don't know what I did, as long as you don't know what I did, that's all it's about. As long as you don't know what I did to you, as long as you don't know who I am, as long as you don't know what I'm doing, as long as you don't know, they're not worrying about it. Guys, a lot of y'all don't even get to see how bad the narc's life is because they don't, and that's by design. They're doing everything they can do. If they gotta leave the area, you hear me? If they have to leave the area just so you cannot see their demise, then that's what they'll do. Because to a narcissist, it's nothing worse. Nothing worse. Excuse me. To a narcissist, it's nothing worse than going out here and mistreating people, doing them dirty, and then having to live through the karma right in front of those same people. And they're watching you as your life depreciates, as your life falls right in the face of the very person you were trying to destroy. No narcissist wants you to be able to witness that. Okay? No narcissist wants you to be able to witness their demise, their downfall, while you're sitting there. Ain't no. They will run and hide. They will run and hide up under a rock if necessary so that you don't get to see them fall. And if they got to move away from you so that you don't see them fall and you don't hear about that fall, they'll do whatever they got to do. Wow, Shalom said, Yo, that's exactly what he did. He left the area living in extended stays because because they know they dirty. They know what they did. Hey, Shalom, he know what he did. He don't want you to see him. He don't want you to see that he done failed. He done fell way off. And see, that's what kill him when you find out, oh, yeah, you got that karma back. Because see, they know you see them differently when they get that karma back. Oh, karma done delivered that package, huh? Wow. So how you feel now? Karma done delivered that package. It's a different feeling. Even on our side, you take a different position. When you sitting back and you like, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, they going through it, huh? Oh, you going through it now. Wow. Yeah, all that stuff you put me through, you getting it back now, huh? Because that's what it's saying. It's you get to witness. You get to witness what they took you through. You get to witness them get it right back. And you get to witness them get it worse than anything they've done to you. Oh, yeah. They get it back worse. Oh, my goodness, people. Let me tell you, they get it back far worse than anything. They get it back far worse. Oh, yes, they do. But see, if you don't see it, then you don't believe it. Title of the show tonight. You can't heal from what you can't accept. And if you don't see that they're going through it, then you don't accept it. That's all it is. But this is my thing. This is one of my issues with us. And that is we don't see it, so we don't believe that they're going through hard time. We don't believe that they're going through the craziness that's really going on in their life, right? Because we're waiting to see it. Now, on the flip side of that, you saw and lived with this cruddy joker. You saw them and you lived with this person, right? Wow, man. You saw it for yourself. You experienced it for yourself and still don't accept that you was with the devil the whole time. You lived it. You saw it. You witnessed it. And still can't believe it, can't accept it. That this is what this really was. And honestly, guys, that's part of the confusion that comes along with it. Cynthia Beale said, they say the narcs cannot change. The evil is too ingrained. Those patterns, man. Those patterns. Those patterns are deep. They don't, the things that they're doing to people, including us, the people that they dealt with before us, they were working on that person to get to us. They're working on you for the next person, the next victim. Because nobody's going to walk out of that situation. Nobody's going to have a relationship with them. See, guys, again, one thing, and we've talked about this last week. We talked about this for last week. You know, how sometimes we believe that they're not getting their karma, that they're never going to get their karma. Yeah, we do. We get to that place where we start feeling like that until you see it. Until you see it. And then when you see it again, you know, you start thinking like, wow, man, dang, I ain't want to see you go through all that. I just want you to get back what you did to me. You know, I ain't want to see you go to no extremes, though. Good gracious, like, but yeah, they do. That evil is ingrained. That evil is who they are. That evil is the reason that they are even here. They're not here to make your life better. If you're with a narcissist, you're not with them so that they can make your life better. You're with them so that you can make their life better. That's it. They're not going to make your life better. No. I don't care how much money they have, how much power, influence, whatever. No one ever walks away from the devil and feel like, you know, they were upgraded. No one. No one. You're not going to be in that relationship with a narcissist and feel like you upgraded at the end of it. You're going to know at the end of it, you will know you have been depleted. Water Warrior said, it seems like the new supply who spends all her money on him is being a buffer for his karma. It's so frustrating. To me, you're looking at it the wrong way. I would see it, and I guess this is a difficult way to look at it, though. I'm be honest. Look at her go out there and spend all her money on him. See, in your mind, it makes you think like, wow, maybe if I would have did that, he would have acted right. And that, my friend, is the exact place where you would have found out. Because you're thinking to yourself, it's frustrating. Let that go. Let that energy go. Let her rebuild that Joker, okay? Let her rebuild Bob. Okay, since she wants to build a Bob, let her build him. Okay? Let her build him. She wants to build a Bob, let her build a Bob. Because the tears that she's gonna cry and in the end are gonna be wow. Because this people in the chat who've done it. Several who have done it. Building these people up, right? Building them up, purchasing everything that they ever said they wanted, trying to give them everything. And they still ran off with somebody else. She's putting his wardrobe together, jewelry together, car together. She gonna put everything on him just for him to run off with something else. And when you're spending your money, you don't think that that's how it's gonna go down, but that's how it goes down. Yeah, all those clothes, they look so good, and see what they know. And see, in a situation like that, it's kind of easy to be able to tell, oh yeah, we already know what's coming from that. Because, you know, you're looking at a situation where this guy, you got to think of it like this. He is with somebody that's doing everything for him, everything, right? She's out buying his clothes, buying this, buying that, doing everything. He knows that. And she knows that she's doing everything. So he ain't got no story to tell there. He can't brag on who he is and what he's doing. But when he goes off to somebody else, he gets to make it look like he's doing all these things for her. He's not going to somebody else telling that person, she bought all these clothes I got that you see, that you think I look good in. She bought those. He's not telling this person that. He's telling this person what he does for her, which is nothing but he gonna lie. Oh, yeah. I hope that I did this, I did that. That's how these people are. That's how these people are. Howard said, wow, just wow. When's the last time we've gotten good memory, remnants of sleep, nevertheless physical activity, but in the work, put in the work. Okay, you're saying put in the work and you get to sleep you get to sleep good at night. That's it, buddy. You got to put in the work. Cynthia says some people say that they stay just to help the narc. Ooh. And we buffer them from their karma. Yeah. We don't buffer them from their karma because they gonna get that karma. But when you with them, you get to experience that karma with them. Yeah, you get to go through it too. Wow. Goodness. Eh, D Soul's production said, what's funny is the narc I was with had congestive heart failure and had a stroke, but still treated me like crap. Mm-hmm. Life on 3%, and she still treated you bad. Man, what does that tell you? Somebody who just done had a stroke and got a bad heart, and they still acting out. Wow. What does that tell you? It tells me that it ain't ever gonna be right with nobody that she get with. That's right. Beautiful Butterfly said karma comes to them from all kinds of ways: financial, health, everything. And it does, man. And you know what? We get so wrapped up. We get so wrapped up. And man, I just hope somebody cheat on you the same way you cheated on me. That's the main thing we get tripped out about. Or stole your money the way you stole my money. That's the main thing we want to see somebody get hit for. But when karma comes and knocks on that door, karma ain't just there for, this little bit of cheating you did. No, no, no. Karma there for everything that they've done. You only know of a few things they've done. Karma know everything. Karma know the whole story. Hope from Hopeless to Victoria said, people need to let go and accept that they got played by the narc. Absolutely. People sound ridiculous bragging that they're a grade A supply because it doesn't matter. You still got played by the narc. I said that about at least 2 years ago. Like, man, grade A supply is not good supply, y'all. When we sitting around here bragging about we was the best thing that ever happened to that thing, that means you took more mess than anybody else that they ever dealt with. That's all it means. China said her spending money is just a sign that she is at the stage of trying to keep him. Come on. Talk to him, China. That's all it is. He pressing the ish. She is pressing the button every way she can. Like, let me do this, baby. Ooh, I got you this today, baby. Cause she already senses he on the run. She already can see it coming. Whoo, Max Potential said, oh, so them $50 bills that I spent on him every week, he spent it on her. Wow. She a little broke. He's doing it because he feels like, that's who they, I'm telling you, that's who they are. We try to make sense out of stuff that they do because we not in that frame of mind. We don't want that energy around us, but they love it. Narcs love that energy, that energy of confusion, the energy of betrayal. They love that. They love that. They live for it. Shar said, dude probably thought that was that was going to happen. No, no, my dude, be a man. We was 50-50. God allowed a health situation for me, and dude had to step up, and he didn't like that. But hey, whatever. Mm-hmm. You were less. Ooh, Elaine said that's also to make you feel like you were less than. Ooh, Butterfly said his new supply posted a ton of photos of her with him and her smiling so big. If she had false teeth, it would have fell out. I just look and say, I pretended just like you. She is delusional. That's all it is. See, we don't believe that stuff until the day you see it. A lot of people, man, we will sit there and really believe that this person, you know, they really are happy over there. And then when the whole thing just fall apart, you just like, wow, what happened? And let me say this. What's up, Christine? Christine said 33 years. I want some of that money back. Guys, let me say this. If the narc was a trillionaire and they just had all this money, let's put them way up there. If they just was a trillionaire, they had all this money, gold, silver, diamonds, and influence, everything. They're still going to be a devil. They're just a devil with money. They're still going to lie because they're natural liars. Money don't make you a truth teller. They're still going to cheat because they cheat in life with everything. It ain't just on their spouse. They cheat on anything they can. You're talking about somebody who does not have integrity. None. If you're waiting for some integrity, man, guys, you are wasting your time. You're wasting your time. That's right. That's right. Business Lifestyle said they got a designer standards with minimum wage work ethic. They're not going to work hard for anything, people. And like it or not, they didn't work hard for us. You look back at the relationship, you was doing all the work. You just didn't see it. They make it look like they're doing so much because of the attention they give you at the beginning. But the whole time, you're doing the work. You're doing the work the whole time. They not tripping. They are not tripping. They sitting back like, man, I got you doing all the work. You don't even see it. You don't even see it. Cynthia said, I read many years ago in a psych book that naming the issue is half the healing. Woo! Sound like the truth will make you free, don't it? And that reminds me of today's title. When we realize what a narc is, and that we were not the crazy one. Man, oh man, the truth will make you free. The truth will make you free. Yes, it does. Yes, it will. Yeah, they're not working hard for nothing. They're going to put you on that, out there and let you run and do all the work. That's fun to them. That's right, Char. Even if they have a business, you're going to be the one doing the work. Goodness gracious. Oh my gosh. Do I have a story for that? Yes. Christina said, I work 2 jobs most of the time. Yeah, in that club too. Mm-hmm. That's right. They doing the minimum. Very lazy. And the thing about it is you'll never notice. You get so used to them putting you down, you don't even notice how lazy they really are. Cause see, they do other things. If something they like to do, they doing it. They're doing it. That's right, hopeless to victorious. That truth will make you free. Will make you free. The truth will make you free. I'm telling you, it will make you free. Ooh, Queen Liz or Queenless, I don't LYS said question. Why does the narc just stay single and mess with people rather than getting in a relationship just to cheat, just to cheat. I'm thinking you want to say, why don't they just stay single and mess with people rather than get in a relationship? Well, they do that because it's not as easy as you think it is for them. Okay, it's not as easy as you think it is for them. They get in relationships so that they look like relationship material. That's all. When they're in a relationship, everybody's thinking, "Oh wow, they happy. Wow, they finally found the right one." No, they found somebody who's gonna put up with their mess. They found somebody who is going to tolerate their craziness. Somebody they could practice on. See, you got to think about this, Queen. They're not in the relationship for the same thing you're in there for. You're in the relationship for companionship, love, you know, relationship things. They are in the relationship with you so they can recruit more people, so that they can tear more people down, so that they can meet more people. And the thing that helps them give them access to more people is being with someone. When they're with someone, it makes them look like, oh, wow. And that's their story when they meet the new person. This ain't working out, and we ain't, it's been years since we've even been intimate. And so they got a story. And you start listening to it, and then boom, the person start feeling sorry for them. And before you know it, they naked and in an entanglement. That's it. Basically, image. Thank you. That's all it's about. You know, you made them look like relationship material. Nothing more. And they didn't want more. And another thing, and he'll be back. He'll be back. Yes, indeed. Why? Man, oh man. Whew. Boy, oh boy. Yeah. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. You be around. Listen, when you're around this craziness long enough, you get an understanding of it that you didn't want to have. I'm saying you got so many people that stayed years, decades. All of us wanted the same thing. We wanted to know when will the day come where this person acts like they're normal? Never. When will the day come when this person stops cheating, when they stop lying, when they stop stealing, when they stop manipulating? Never. Did they stop doing it with the new person? Because the new person looked happy. New person lying too. New person lying worse than you lied when you was with that rat. When you was with that rat, you were lying. You sitting walking around holding their hand like you got something. You know you ain't had nothing. Walking around like we happy. Yeah, right. Yeah, okay. Never. That's one thing you can't have, people, in a narcissistic relationship. That's what we might talk about Wednesday. Things you cannot have in a narcissistic relationship. Whew. Happiness, reciprocity, love, kindness, warmth, family. Mm, mm, mm. Life lasting, everlasting. Whoo, man. China said they're using us to practice for the lie they gonna tell God at the end. Who knows? I don't think God listen. I think God know better. Mm, mm, mm. So they said the new person is in the honeymoon stage, then delusional, then faking it, hoping the hoping the narc treats them well again. That's it. Guys, when y'all see them people out there doing the most, buying them this, taking them on trips, doing this, doing that, they're not doing that stuff because they so happy, guys. That's a lie that we have bought into. We believe that they doing all of that stuff because they're so happy. No, they're doing all of that stuff because they're losing their grip. They're like, whoa, hey, babe, look, hold it. You done took all that attention off me. You remember when you were telling me how great I am, how lovable I am, and how this and I'm that, and all these things. Well, look, I'm gonna take you shopping. I'm gonna buy you this. Come on, let's go out to dinner. I'm gonna treat. Come on, babe, let's go on a vacation. We deserve it. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. When you see people doing the most for because see, this is the thing I want y'all to understand. I want y'all to look at real love for a minute. When you are in a relationship with someone and y'all really love each other, it's not even gonna be about how much you spent on that person, where I took that person. You're gonna be your biggest flex, the things you'll be able to brag about with the person that really loves you and that you really love. Those are the kind of things where y'all can just share. We just sitting down in a field of daisies, or we just out having a picnic and sitting down, just eating, drinking some wine and cheese, whatever. You're talking about the simplest things. See, that's what real love looks like. Real love don't look like, yeah, we in Dubai and we this and we doing that and we got to see that just look like I'm trying to make it look like, Don't get me wrong though. Nothing like having a good partner to travel with and, have all those real moments. But again, when you flexing some real love, see, real love looks just like, hey, we just went to the park we just went for a walk and we just was talking and we just love each other. Yeah. What's up, Raylene? That's what a real relationship, real love looks like. She calling you again, Raylene? Good gracious. Yeah, she ready to find out. She ready to find out how you do it, how you get away, and how do I get away. She want to know. Is he still calling you? Is he reaching out to you? Yeah. Oh boy. That's right. That's right, Elaine. Real love is finding joy in everything. Going grocery shopping, running. That's real love, babe. We got some errands to run. Come on, let's go get this stuff. Let's go do this. We got to go to the mailbox and get the mail. Come on. Then after that, we got to go grocery shopping and shoot. And it's fun. We going grocery shopping. It's fun. That's right. That's right. Business lifestyle, accountability. When you really love each other, that's when you hold yourself accountable for things. That's what real love looks like. Accountability. Man, well, y'all on it in here tonight. Would you say China? Yeah. Dating and marriage. Oh boy. Yeah, let's do it. We can do it. Let me know when you're ready. You let me know when you're ready. Whoo. Oh my goodness. There you go. Phone calls to just check on how you doing. Just want to see what's going on with you today, baby, and blah, 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 blah. Just like that. Regular day to day. Just a phone call. Hey, baby, I just wanted to hear your voice, Yeah, baby. I'm over here tripping off you. All right, go ahead back to work. Go ahead, do whatever you was doing. Yeah, man. Real love. Real love. Yeah. When you find yourself in that spot where you got to do this and you got to do that person is they trying. Mm. Year and a half now, feeling better day by day. Say it's beautiful over here, narc free, but I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you, man. Once you see the light, that's it. That's it. Hey guys, we're gonna get up out of here tonight. And I tell you, in parting, I bet you good money that it's gonna be a stone cold blast, honey. In parting, we wish you love, peace, and soul train. Guys, look here. I got a new book out. It's called Session with Harriet. It's your turn to win. Y'all better get it if you ain't got it. It's all over Amazon. It's all over Barnes and Noble. All over the internet, period, man. Get in there and get that book. Send me. I know I forgot to post a couple of them. Send me those. I'm going to start posting again tomorrow. Okay. Yes, I am. Send me your pictures with the book. Thank y'all. I appreciate you. We see y'all Wednesday night. Yes, indeed. Peace.